Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Illinois' offense will take the first swing of the game. The Buckeyes obviously enjoyed the upper hand historically in this battle for the Illabuck.
And the Illabuck Trophy is actually the second oldest football trophy in the Big Ten, only behind the Little Brown Jug, Palmer. So this is some serious tradition. I don't know what the trophy...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. You throw the ball.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Coming after it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, You set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Illinois right back to the line. Motion from the offense. They'll run it with the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Looking to throw on second down. It's complete. And they're able to get him on the ground.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
He's right on target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Wheeler. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Illinois! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
The ball pops out on the return. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illabuck, guys, is a giant wooden turret.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live living animal. That's why they changed it.
He fires one deep over the middle. And the ball is picked off. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder.
No way, dog. I took everything off of this thing, dog. No way. Look, I sat in the pocket and I relaxed. And I barely let it go. Nah, Arnold. Nah, bruh. That ain't even it, man. Nope. That's not the move. Fuck no. Fuck no. We're not starting off like that, bruh. Nope. Nope.
Will be tested
Nope.
early in a game like this.
Well, last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that time with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
On 3rd down, going up top. He'll get rid of it. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now on first down from the 30. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wide. Snagged by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The offense starts with a short field. They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Burgess. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes his connection. Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Illinois' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Paul.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Brooks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll pull it on the read. He's past the 30. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Gonna run it. It's Wheeler. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Ohio State's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a great matchup we have of 2 highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These 2 running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
From the gun, the running back has it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these 2 met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these 2 teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And the Buckeyes get it past the sticks.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. This time, he's got his man. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Flips it out to the back. Oh, left and grabbing. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Caught in the backfield, it's Grove. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on third and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Oh, he wants it all. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now in the same play.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Got it in the middle. It's Fung. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Trying to get to it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's got great speed. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not.
Time to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab, makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Catch in the middle, it's Burgess. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Illini!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 14 to FIU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With just about 30 seconds to go in the half, how aggressive do you want to be here? Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quarterback will audible. He'll throw on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes battling for a prize like the Illibuck Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high.
3rd quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Martinez. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The play action fake. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
He lets it fly. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. Buckeyes starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game. The wheels are starting to come off, Palmer.
Yeah, you're right, David. In this game, this is really Illinois' national championship. Ohio State's expected to win, but you're never sure what their headspace is going to be coming into it. They came in here locked and loaded and focused, and they're showing it here in the second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field, looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
This is so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Handoff from the gun. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Hit the out route to the perimeter of the field. It's a good route by the wide receiver. He just drops the ball.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Defense.
Third down.
The stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Stumbled to the ground. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
That makes the score Ohio State 35.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Number 14, set to kick it
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass. And
off he goes. The 40, the 30, past the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett. Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Now improvising. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Here's the handoff. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running back searching for a hole. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the pass is intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's a really... Understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for a deep man. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. Put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return. Tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And how about the true freshman, trusting him down near the goal line, down near the red area to give him the football. And listen, you know he wants to punch one in. Been talked about a lot, a high recruit, everybody.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the back. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
16.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They keep attacking through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Burgess. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire plate.
It just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion.
23-yard line.
They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to... over at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab down the left side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the... They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Heat up them pass rushers. Bring it. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Going up top on first down. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Coming after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this is